Hey guys, Top Tier Gaming here, coming at you with a Qliphort deck. It's my friend Rob's deck, and he went to the Pro Regional with it and did decent. So, so I'm just gonna profile it. It's pretty much your basic Qlis, but it's a good deck overall that plays a lot of traps and can consistently do what it wants to do. So the one Scout, it's like an obvious to play. The Monolith. 2 Carrier. These are like basic Qliphort monsters. Like a lot of the builds are playing the same 10 monsters in every version. And the Double Carrier, the Double Helix, these are the ones you want to tribute off. Double Stealth, he's sort of like the boss of the deck. You want to summon him because he clears their board pretty much. 2 Shell, he can like attack twice. He's really big, just like Stealth. That's all the monsters. Spells, 1 Sacrifice, pretty much like the powerhouse spell of the deck. Searches you what you need, and you just want to search it. Makes your stuff unkillable. Consistency spells, 3 Duality, pretty obvious. You don't special summon except to pendulum summon like mid to late game. So this gets you what you need, like your Summoner's Art or your Scout. 3 Summoner's Art, you need to get that Scout as fast as possible, so you play 3 of this. 3 Card of Demise. This card is pretty much what brought this deck back. This card is ridiculously strong, like making your advantage a lot more than your opponent, getting the resources you need and making sure you get to the Scout as fast as possible. The downside don't really hurt this deck, because you're going to be able to get rid of the hand you draw and you don't really special. And if you're going first, you don't do damage at all, and you really don't need to do damage when you're setting up like the control board so your opponent can't do anything. 2 Necro Valley. This card is really good against like the meta. Like Cosmos can't banish their ships or use Call of the Haunted. PKs and like PK Fire have a real tough time with Necro Valley. It's just a really strong Floodgate card. And then 1 Laser Clip. It's another field spell you can use. 2 Stormforth. It's an out to things and lets you summon your Qlis without having to just like normal summon them without their effects and stuff. And then 1 Upstart. Onto traps, the Solemn Brigade of 1 Warning and 3 Strike. Really strong against pretty much everything. 2 Rivalry, it's another like Floodgate against a lot of things. It can hinder Cosmos, can destroy like Burning Abyss and other things, and Monarchs. So it's just another Floodgate you can sit behind. 2 Drowning, this card's ridiculously good against Cosmo because it bounces all their ships back. And it's just a really good like, since you're playing a low monster count, there are going to be times where you don't have monsters, but you have traps. And this is just a really good trap to have, because your opponent has to attack directly, and it can just disrupt their entire plays. 1 Soul Transition. It's a pretty cool like tech card that some builds are running now. 1 Magic Drain. Also a card gaining some popularity. It's really good against like Monarchs. You can stop their Pantheism. It's good against like Cosmo. It's good against a lot of things. The 1 Skill Drain, obvious Floodgate. 1 Recreate, it's pretty much like a second skill drain. Bottomless and Emptiness, arguably like one of the best Floodgates. And that's the main deck. Now the extra deck, this is the arguably the strongest point about the deck. This extra deck is super important, and I just have to show you guys why. So Ultimate Axon Kicker, it's a really strong card. The Vapor, it can be destroyed by like Raigeki, and that's really good, so you play him. Double Dolka, Double Agia to negate your opponent's stuff. It's really good against like Inzectors and Windups, so you gotta run them. Now the main part of the extra deck is the Triple Freeze, Triple Falcus, and the 3 Goldos. These cards are really good for like disrupting your opponent, and like Freeze, you can just OTK with this card with the rest of your obvious Gusto monsters. And that's pretty much the deck profile. Obviously, this is a joke. Just play what you want for the extra deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Qlis are a pretty like fun deck in the sense that your opponent has to like work around stuff, and you can just kind of sit there and win. It's not the most. It's not the deck where you're gonna have the most plays, but it is really strong and does what it wants to do. It does what it needs to do all the time. So hope you guys enjoyed. This was Top Tier Gaming. Thumbs up, subscribe. Bye YouTube.